So Amir, that input delay patch has finally arrived, and honestly, I'm quite impressed and surprised at the same time, man. Really good news
for us.
Yeah, man, for sure. I mean, at first, when Capcom announced this on Twitter, we didn't know exactly what they meant. Are they going to reduce the input delay or the input lag variance? Because there's like two crazy things going on with Street Fighter V right now. But they actually meant both, which is good. And honestly, I was pretty pessimistic about it. I mean, I just wanted to manage my expectations, not, go too crazy. I thought they're just going to reduce it by like half a frame or something like that. But yeah, this has been a very pleasant surprise, and a lot of people are happy about it in general.
Yeah, they managed to prove us wrong.
Yeah, which is nice. So yeah, Capcom did in fact reduce the input lag further in Street Fighter V. This is like several times they've done it, but now they got to a good number now, which we're going to discuss. And they also have made the game more stable for this input lag variance, which we'll talk about in a second here. So Capcom didn't give us the exact numbers of these changes, but they were already tested, of course. Shoutouts to Display Lag and Weed. I'll give you guys the links to their Twitters in the video description below. So on the previous PlayStation 4 version of Street Fighter V, we were currently at 5.37 frames of input lag, and the stability, we're just giving a stability percentage, was at 40%, meaning that like half the time, inputs were dropping and stuff. I don't know exactly how it works, but just know that sometimes frames drop in Street Fighter V.
Yeah, the idea is that it's basically that input lag wasn't constant. Like a stability of 100% would mean that the lag is always the the number shown, right? Like if you have 5 frames of delay, 100% stability, it's always 5 frames.
Yeah.
But with 40%, there's a 60% chance that it's not the number list. So
right.
It could be higher or lower, and that's where the input lag variance comes in.
Yeah.
It just unstable delay, and so like it makes things harder to perform.
Mm-hmm. So as of the patch that rolled out yesterday, PS4 version of Street Fighter V is now down to 4.41 frames of input delay, and the stability is now 77%, which is a decent number. It now has less input lag than Tekken 7, for example, or DBZ, or a KOF 14, to give you guys kind of like, a comparison of what Street Fighter V is like right now. But the big news is actually the PC version of Street Fighter V. The input lag has been brought down to 3.19. Insane. With a stability of 95% now. So this is even lower than Ultra Street Fighter 4 at 3.6. So the PC Master Race, Mir. PC Master Race. And man, you could bring it down even further if you turn off the vertical sync. But I don't recommend it.
It's also screen tearing if you experience that.
Get your screen tearing on, man. 60 frames. But yeah, man, this is really huge. I'm really surprised, especially by the PC numbers. But so what exactly does this mean, Mir? Now that the input lag has been brought down by a frame or so, depending on your platform. I mean, are we gonna be whiff punishing everything? Like, what's going on?
Well, first of all, it's fair to say that even though they improved the numbers, especially for PS4, 77% stability is still not perfect.
It's better than 40%.
It's better than 40% for sure. But it's definitely worse than other competitors.
Yeah,
but it's a good improvement. It's definitely a good improvement.
Yeah,
and yeah, I mean, like having less input lag will just make a bunch of things easier. Including just walking forward and blocking overheads, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Where it involves reactions and fast movements, that's all gonna be easier.
Right.
Now, how much that's gonna be easier? Well, I mean, it could be a little bit placebo.
Does this mean I'm gonna win Evil, Mir? Is that what it means?
Well, everyone's gonna win Evil because everyone's got a frame and a half. So, I mean, it will help.
Yeah.
But it will not make you,
magically
if you were stuck
amazing.
in bronze before, you won't be in Grandmaster now.
But it does clear your conscience a bit. That, maybe, like, did I not block this because of the input lag? Or was it me, So,
now, man had cold hands, was the controller, of course.
So another thing too, a lot of people are like, since the input lag is so reduced on especially the PC version, are tournaments going to be held on the PC version of Street Fighter 5? As of now, definitely not, man. The PC running like fighting games or just games in general on the PC version is just really scary, man. There's because of all the problems you run into with the different types of joysticks and other things. Other problems, man, and we've already seen it firsthand with that. What was that tournament called? Final Fighters China or whatever?
Yes.
We'll never see that tournament again, by the way, guys. Where we were having crazy, like, 40-minute downtimes between matches, just trying to get every joystick together and binding the buttons. And in Windows 10 updates by surprise and pools, and guys, every single nightmare you can think of. So we're a long ways away from the logistical nightmare that is PC versions of fighting games being ran in tournaments, but maybe in the future.
Well, like you said, the big problem with PC tournaments is just the fact that, hardware is different, and then, you have all the software for fight sticks, and maybe someone shows up with a PS4 controller, and someone shows up with an Xbox controller, and someone shows up with, I don't know, a mouse and keyboard, and you're like, well, now we have to plug all this in. And yeah, that's not easy, especially when, even though the budget for fighting game tournaments has gone up, like we're not at, at that super high standards yet. Like, we don't have that organization. Yeah,
maybe in Street Fighter 6, we'll see. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter saying that, hey, I'm whiff punishing things now. You think it's placebo, Mir? It's crazy placebo going on.
Well, like I said, it helps.
Yeah.
But it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe some of it is because of the input lag. Maybe some of it is just because people are starting to realize that they could do it from the beginning. Like, it was just believing.
During the stream today, there was 3 times, man, I swear, I blocked these 2 overheads, Mirror, that I swear I would have got hit by. And there was this other time, too, I reacted to something I don't remember, but the chat was just saying it was placebo. They didn't believe me. But I believed.
Yeah, that's the important part.
So I guess the next big request that people are going to ask for Capcom is to fix the damn netcode. The netcode is still horrible. And with that being said, guys, remember, this input delay is going to benefit offline much more than online, because an unstable rollback connection is still, you have 1 frame to react to an overhead regardless. But if Capcom can fix that netcode at some point here, use a little bit more of that Monster Hunter money, Street Fighter 5 will be in a really good spot in terms of stability, right, and consistency.
Yeah, we know that it's possible. I mean, like, other companies have done it with their game.
Right.
Mortal Kombat XL is an example.
Yeah.
But you have to funnel a decent amount of money into that, because you have to work on a new netcode from scratch.
Right.
To just fix most of the issues that the Street Fighter 5 netcode has. But yeah, like, we can always hope for the best at this point, Like, we've been surprised once, hopefully we can be surprised twice.
So Season 4 looks pretty promising, man. I mean, this is a good base level work for having the input lag down, the input lag variance more stable, and maybe Capcom is going to help extend some of these hurt boxes and hit boxes for Season 4, make whiff punishing much more viable, much easier to do. And hopefully they're just heading that right direction, because, hopefully Season 4 is just awesome, man. So I'm pretty excited now after this surprise change by Capcom. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, guys, let us know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Is it low enough finally? Can we still use this as an OS? Have you guys noticed any changes? Are you guys gaining ranks like crazy now? Let us know. Do us a solid. Please subscribe to the channel. And, of course, like the video. It really helps out. And, we'll keep you guys posted on more Street Fighter 5 news in the future. So, till then, guys, take care.